So I'm Crystal Ockley. I'm the Chief Financial Strategist here at Confidence Wealth, and every week I try to bring a topic to you that's talked about, and hopefully you learn from it. So this week was all about Social Security and how to maximize your Social Security benefits. So one of the things that I will say is that there is no cookie cutter. Everyone is different, and when to turn on the benefits really depends on different sources of income that are going to be coming in when you retire, cash flow, and the rest of your assets. So it's not just about Social Security on its own, it's about the piece of the puzzle and how it works together with everything else. But one thing that is important, a lot of people expect that what shows up on their Social Security statement is written on stone and that is what they're going to receive. So that's not the case. Let me give you several cases where this could be different and why it's so important to really understand your Social Security statement and really what it means to you. Trust me, after teaching Social Security classes for the last decade, I have seen over and over again of how many misconceptions are out there. So one thing, when you see your statement and it shows you will get, let's just pretend, $1,200 at 62, $1,800 at your full retirement, let's pretend it's 67, and at 70 you get 2,400. This doesn't mean that's it, it's done. It's running the number based on you working up until for your full retirement age. So up until 67, for example. So basically, let's just say you were making $100,000 per year for the last decade. And you're 57 years old now. It's calculating that you're going to be working at your last salary all the way up to your full retirement age. And that's how the benefit is calculated. It's taking your highest 35 years and coming up with the formula. So your highest 35 years, if you're 57, and if they think you're going to keep working, that means all the years up until 67. So 67 all the way down to whatever the highest years were. So let's just say, for example, you retired at 58. If you retired at 58 and you're no longer contributing to your Social Security, well, guess what? That means now it's going to be zero income. So what will happen is that it may bump off some of the earlier years that were before they were a lower amount, so it was pretending you're working at that 100,000, that example, per year up until 67. But if you're now not working at zero, it's going to go from now 57, your last year of retirement, and now it's going to go backwards and take the highest 35 years. So it means some of your earlier years may go back into that calculation, which means now your bend points, that's what it's called when they come up with the calculation, is going to be different. So if you thought you were getting 1,800, in some cases, it may mean now you're not going to get 1,800 at 67. If you're no longer working and putting money into it, it may mean now you're going to get 1,500, for example. For some people, it may mean 1,750. For some people, it may mean 1,600. And for some people, it may make no difference at all. So it really depends on what you earned all those years, if it was maximized, what it was calculated based on. And I know this is so confusing because I'm giving you so many options it could be, but that's the point. The point is, don't assume just because it's written on your Social Security statement that is what's going to be the actual dollar amount. It depends on those things that are going on in the process. And then also, what if you work, let's say you're a school teacher and you haven't paid fully into it, or you may have the windfall elimination provision, which it eliminates part of Social Security because you have a pension. So it really depends on your specific situation. So what's the best advice I can give you? Find out the information. Don't just assume. So if you're wondering, is my Social Security going to be the number I'm looking at? And when's the best time to maximize to turn it on? Let's calculate and run the numbers. So current clients, you know this is something we do on a regular basis. If you've never done it before, and because you might have been further away from retirement, you didn't really look at it, now maybe it's the time. You're more than welcome to look at it and ask for that. If you're friends and family of our clients and you never have seen this before, or you're wondering, I don't know when's the best time to maximize it, and how do I know if I'm going to get what my Social Security statement has said? Well, this is the time to set up a complimentary session and really understand when's the best time for you to turn on your Social Security, and what is on the statement is going to be actually what you should expect to receive. So that's it, short and sweet today. Just wanted to bring that up because I ran into several meetings that really thought what was written on their Social Security statement was written on a stone. It's not. We need to really look at the calculation and make sure you really know what you're going to be receiving. Until next time, have a great one.